Most of us are unaware of how our subconscious programming shapes our thoughts, actions, and worldview. And when it comes to money, we are up against a system that is designed to keep us poor. The education system does not teach us the skills and knowledge we need to achieve financial freedom. We are not taught how to budget, how to pay taxes, how to invest, how to start and run a business, or anything that would help us create wealth. So we end up as workers who live from paycheck to paycheck without any hope of escaping the rat race. I want to share with you some of the crucial money lessons that school never taught us and how you can break free from the cycle. 1. The money equation. When we look at the self-made billionaires like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, we notice a common pattern that distinguishes them from the masses. Unlike what we have been conditioned to believe, these people have demonstrated that money is not a simple function of salary earned from a job. It is a mistake to think that the amount of money we make is directly proportional to the amount of time we work. Having experienced both sides of the money equation, I can tell you how flawed and limiting this mindset is. For example, if you earn $30 an hour and you work 40 hours a week, it would take you almost 17 years to make $1 million. But that is before you deduct any taxes or expenses over the 17 years, or factor in inflation. So, in reality, you would end up with much less. And on a salary of $30 an hour, the only way you can become a millionaire is by working extremely hard and living frugally your whole life. What sets millionaires and especially billionaires apart is their fundamentally different understanding of money. They have learned and applied a different money equation that is not taught in schools or in most homes. They know that wealth creation is not about exchanging time for money, but about leveraging assets, investing smartly, and creating systems that generate income for them even when they are not working. This is the first step to breaking out of the traditional system. Don't believe that the only way you can make money is by trading your time for it. 2. Focusing on production. Money will come into your life because you have provided some sort of value, which is the production side of it. And money will leave your life through consumption, through spending money. A lot of people in the personal finance space focus only on the consumption side of the equation, and I wish more people would talk about and emphasize the production side of the equation. But I also understand why they don't. Because it's easier to cut your expenses by reducing the amount you consume than it is to increase your production value and increase your income. And when you're talking to a large audience, you know that the consumption part will appeal to more people. There's nothing wrong with the strategy, and it works for a lot of people on different levels of income. But let's be honest, if you look at the same people who are giving the advice, take Dave Ramsey for example, his advice is often focused on savings and living debt-free. But his success lies in the production side of the equation. He's making money by giving advice on the consumption part. And as much as it is useful to listen to these words, you also want to pay attention to their actions. His estimated net worth of $200 million didn't come from focusing on the consumption side of the equation. Production is about offering relative value in a market in some way or another. And this doesn't have to come from a regular job or launching a business. It can even come from something like a YouTube channel. And that's one of the things that I've done to create value on a large scale, while getting paid for it and increasing my production value at the same time. You too can create value and make a ton of money on YouTube on any subject niche of your choice, even if you are camera shy and don't want to show your face. If you are interested in creating value on YouTube, click the link below for the best YouTube online course I know. Back to our discussion, your form of production may be creating a digital product, or creating a course on something you are an expert in, or developing an app or a software that the market will pay money for. If you can produce value at a large scale, it means earning money at a large scale. So you want to avoid thinking that there is only one way to increase your income. 3. The timing of investing. In your lifetime, you will probably witness 3 to 5 major economic crises. These periods may seem frightening, and you may be tempted to save and hoard your money. but these periods also offer the best opportunities to build wealth. While most people are panicking and clinging to their savings, the rich are swiftly deploying their money into investments. They are buying stocks, real estate, and other assets at discounted prices. They are essentially betting on a brighter future. And when the market eventually recovers, as it always does, these investors ride the wave of recovery and end up even wealthier than before. On the flip side, those who only save and don't invest during these times will face the consequences of inflation, which erodes the value of their money. And when the market rebounds, they will miss out on the profits because they didn't have any investments to begin with. You want to develop the habit of investing regularly and consistently. Start educating yourself about the different investment options, take calculated risks, and be persistent. Doing this can make the difference between achieving financial security in the next 5 years or constantly struggling to catch up. The power of investing over just saving is such a vital lesson in personal finance that can transform your financial destiny. This is just the tip of the iceberg of all the finance stuff that we were never taught. 4. Leverage. For many of us, debt is seen as a burden, but for the rich, the same concept of debt is called leverage. And this difference is not just a matter of words. It reflects two completely different ways of thinking about and using borrowed money. Mark Zuckerberg, despite his enormous wealth, took out a $6 million mortgage to buy his home in California. Beyoncé and Jay-Z financed their $28 million house with a $52 million mortgage. Elon Musk took out a $50 million loan against his 5 properties in California. If debt is so bad, why are these multimillionaires, who have the cash to pay for these things outright, taking on more and more debt? The key difference is how the money is used. Is it being used to make more money, or is the debt being used to waste your money? For most people, debt comes in the form of consumer loans used for purchases that don't generate any income, like a new TV or a vacation. But on the other hand, the rich often use leverage to make more money. They use it to buy assets that increase in value over time, like real estate or business ventures. And a mortgage is one of the cheapest forms of debt you can get. So these multi-millionaires use borrowed money to buy their homes, which frees up their money for other things and other assets that have higher returns. They essentially turn debt into an asset. You want to understand the difference between debt and leverage and how you can use it to your advantage instead of your disadvantage. 5. Avoid social proof. There is a whole phenomenon of keeping up with the Joneses, which is defined as the social pressure to match or exceed one's neighbors in material possessions and social status. And this concept goes beyond just comparing yourself with your neighbors. It is embedded in today's society, influenced by friends, celebrities, social media trends, and more. And in today's digital age, where our lives are constantly and fully exposed, this pressure is stronger than ever. We often base our self-esteem on the number of likes or comments we get on our posts or on what we wear, and this can lead us to make financial choices based on the need for social approval rather than on practicality. Buying expensive things or luxury items is not bad in itself. The problem is when these purchases are motivated by the wish to look rich rather than by actual financial well-being. It's better to live within your means and make financial choices based on your personal needs, and resist the pressure of keeping up with the Joneses. This lesson, which is hardly ever taught in school, is essential for keeping financial sanity in a world that values appearance over substance. 6. Understanding tax. This is an important but totally ignored part of our education system. And there are so many ways to legally lower your tax bill that people are either unaware of or don't want to learn about. In the world of the rich, knowing the details of tax laws and exploiting legal loopholes is a common practice. But it's not just for the super rich or the business owners of the world. As an employee, you can also increase your non-taxable income sources, for example, by making retirement contributions. It's about understanding the system and making it work for your benefit. Tax laws can be complicated, but understanding the basics and how they affect you can save you thousands in the long run. I hope you liked this video and it inspired you to think big and do something that maybe you've been procrastinating on for a while. If there is anything else that you discovered that school didn't teach us and you wish you learned it sooner, then let me know in the comment section. I'd love to read that. Thank you so much for watching.